I love you so much. And I like your house.
What's our house?
I like our house.
Tell David what you just said about the garden on the way home.
I'm going to have pink roses and lavender and red poppies.
You got to actually blow them so they reach. We miss you.
Love you. Bye bye, you too.
Let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. The both dead ends. So we go
This way, not.
this way.
What about this way?
Oh, okay. Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
Why do I feel like we are actually getting lost?
Hey, let's go this way. We can go. It's a dead end.
Again? I thought you were good at this.
I thought you were an expert.
Yes, I'm an expert at finding the holes, but not really exactly the right way.
Bar to the sunlight, basically. How am I going to film this video? Morning gang. So I don't normally come and film vloggy type videos anymore. They're very few and far between. But I thought I'd like to sort of video diary this little journey in my life. So for some of you who know me personally and long-term viewers, you might know, I might have mentioned that I've got like a bad back. I think it's kind of been going on. It's hard to sort of put when it started on, but I think it kind of started when Holly was born, like always lifting her up and stuff. And it's definitely gotten worse, I would say, over the last 2 years of my life. And it's sort of all around this area mainly. And sometimes it's like I can feel it twinging now when I'm moving. And sometimes it's so painful. You can feel it here in the front of my hips. Sometimes I get really tight shoulders. Sometimes I get really tight sore neck. I feel like my neck isn't as mobile around to the left as it is to the right. I definitely feel when it's pulling, it just feels like a sore, tight muscle. Nothing moves freely. And although the pain comes and goes, it's hard to tell when that is, I think, because I've gotten used to the pain, which is never something that you should actually have to put up with in your life. You should never have to get used to pain. And I've just come to the absolute end of my tether with it now. So like 1 week I'll be fine, I haven't noticed any pain, and then another time I'll just be getting out of bed and I'm like, and like the other day, this put the cherry on the icing for me. I literally was at the dinner table and I bent forward to get the salt and I nearly fell off my chair because I was like, it was just a shot of pure pain. I'm whinging like an old lady. I can't get out of bed properly in the mornings. I can't get out of the chair. Can't get in the chair. When I'm driving, like getting in and out the car, it's like an effort. I feel like I'm like lumping myself in and out of chairs and in and out of the car. And I'm like, I'm 31 years old. I shouldn't really be doing this. Like, granted, I've been a bigger girl in the past. I've lost the weight. And I've managed to keep that sort of like under control. I'm not at the weight I want to be at the moment. Like I've got weight on me that I want to lose, but I'm like in the healthy range with regards to like BMI. Like BMI, I can take it or leave it, but I'm definitely well under my well in my healthy weight range. I'm a lovely like size 8 to 10, dependent on clothes and yada yada yada, whatever. So I'm happy with that in regards with it's not like extra weight that I'm carrying that's causing me issues. So it could be to do with the weight that I was carrying previously has put strain on, but I'm imagining it's more things like I haven't really looked after myself in with regards to when I was a single mum. I was always picking Holly up and stuff, and you don't even have to be a single mum to have these problems. Like you can be like in a fully working relationship and be a mum and have these back problems, I'm sure. But I feel because there wasn't anyone there taking over, I did all the baby lifting plus all the heavy houseworky type of stuff. So literally like when I moved in, I basically moved all my furniture myself. I had help from a few people, like assembling sofas, moving furniture, heavy bin bags up and down the stairs, heavy shopping up and down the stairs. And even that movement that I just did there, like, and it's not doing it now, but like when I moved over, I could feel the twinge coming up my back. So like sometimes I could be fully mobile and there's no pains at all, and other times I can just move like that and there's a shooting pain going all up my back. So I think it's possibly related to some tension in my hamstrings, but I feel like I need all of my joints cracked back into place properly. And then in June, I'm off on a spa weekend with the girls, so watch out for that vlog because there will be one. I'm gonna ask or try and see if I can have a really deep, aggressive muscle tissue massage, because I feel like the two go hand in hand. Because I feel like you could go and see like a physio or someone and have a proper sports massage, and you can get all the knots out. But for as long as the bones aren't in the correct positions, your muscles are always going to work to what positions that your bones are currently in, and then therefore like knock themselves back up. So yeah, I feel like knocking the bones back into the positions that they need to, and then working on where the muscles need to go after that. It's kind of like a cog process that they need to do. So anyway, I'm just recording this now. I'm not sure. I think I probably will put it up, but I'm not feeling I'm getting my message across, or I'm not coming across as how I wanted it to be. I doubt that I'll be able to film in the chiropractor practice anyway, so you won't be able to hear any like back cracks and things, but I'm just explaining now on camera and recording how I feel about my back and my pain journey with this, just kind of so I can see how I feel after my initial consultation and my first realignment as such. I feel like it's not going to be a one-time thing. I feel like I'm going to need to return to the chiropractor again in the future. How often that will be, I don't know. But yeah, I'll come back to you after my appointment now at midday and tell you how I feel. Hopefully I'll feel like a new woman, and we can get things going again. But yeah, I think 5 years, so definitely 2 of those years has been really sore, I would say, properly, like really noticed it, like proper pain. But yeah, time to go and get this fixed, and I'll see you later.
Cylinder, sphere, pyramid, cuboid, cube, cone.
Anything else? And what are they?
Shapes.
What type of shapes?
CVC shapes.
Do you mean 3-dimensional
Yeah.
or 3D?
3D.
Very cool. Out of bounds because we've ripped up the decking and well, you can go out here if you want, but you might get a nail through your foot. So we've got to clear all that shit, and then the hot tub has just been switched off because it keeps turning itself off anyway. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but my shed looks nice. It's all pink and purple behind the really faded umbrella. Great. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
When it's Saturday, it's 4 days.
Sleeps.
4 sleeps.
5 days.
5 days, 4 sleeps. And then we have a real dog. And Dexter Crisps.
What's going on, Holly? What's happened? You lost your voice? You have? Ah, peaceful, quiet night for Mummy then.